I attended the event with two of my schoolmates, and all of us were really excited to take part in this unique event for the chance to be featured in the anthology. However, my category was the last to be announced out of us three, and our school hadn't gotten any winners yet. So I felt like there was a lot of pressure on me to win my category. So when I won and my category was announced, I was really overwhelmed. But I was on stage with a lot of other people, so my first response was to congratulate them on their efforts. Before winning, however, I was slightly hesitant on coming to the prize giving event, as I didn't think that I could actually win. But after receiving my award, I was really satisfied with the results of the competition. But it wasn't until I saw the Young Writers Award, this award, in Bookazine, that my achievement really dawned on me. So just from researching the themes of the book, one can learn a lot about different cultures, heritage, and values of different countries. In this case, I learned a lot about the cultures and heritage of China. And for example, I never knew about the tale of the Journey to the West. However, just from doing this competition, and researching different extracts of the story, it gave me an understanding of Chinese religious beliefs and what they believe the ideal man should be. And aside from that, entering a writing competition is an excellent motivation for any writer to take time out of their daily schedule to practice some writing, and this will definitely help them in becoming a better writer, because this is really essential that you take time out of your day to do writing, because without a deadline for this competition, people would often be very resistant to doing anything. And so committing yourself to this deadline by doing this competition can be very valuable to helping anyone accomplish what they want to do in writing. When I first found out about the theme of the competition, I spent a couple days researching the story and brainstorming ideas about what to write, as I had never read the story of the Journey to the West before. So what I did was go online, look at different extracts, and sort of think about what I really wanted to talk about or write about. My first draft was a completely different story than what I submitted, but because I really wasn't delighted for it, I scrapped the entire thing and I rewrote it a couple of times. But nonetheless, a big part of my preparation was discussing the story and brainstorming what I wanted to write about with my schoolmates who are also entering the competition. And so together we came up with our own ideas, and we brought it together by writing it for a while, and we make sure that we kept our stories unique. I've always been a student who prefers to write non-fiction over fictional prose, and the Young Writers Award in my category of non-fiction has really just helped me to develop this love of non-fictional prose. I really like non-fictional prose rather than fictional prose, because personally I find joy in explaining things or educating people on things that might not seem so easy to them. And with the Young Writers Award, I chose to write a backstory on the character of Huan San, based on real facts about himself. And I decided to do this because the character of Huan San is a character that I was really fond about, and not really much of his backstory was explained in the Journey to the West, the actual story. So I chose to write about his upbringing, of how he chose to become a monk, because in the actual story there was just a really short description and it skipped a lot of the parts, so I wanted to write a full story about it. I might enter the competition this year, but I might want to choose a different category so that I can learn some new styles and practice maybe different writing techniques. And I have a couple ideas in mind of what I want to write, but I haven't really written a significant amount yet. And so one tip that I would have is, whenever entering any competition, most notably for writing competitions like these and the Young Writers Award, my advice would be to focus on working hard on what you really like, what the point of the competition is. Like, for example, in the Young Writers Award, focus on on making your craft of writing better, and that will really help to make your story better as a result. And so another tip that I would have for researching is that when you research, don't bother going through the entire text of New Journeys to the West, as that will take you too long, and just focus on extracts that you really want to go deep into with your writing, and that will be far more helpful than skimming through the entire text of New Journey to the West like multiple times, and you can really get the details in through your story. And finally, even if you don't win, keep submitting your work maybe to different writing competitions, and your story may be better suited for their requirements.